Picture this: a starlit sky, a sudden flash, and then darkness. Welcome, curious minds, to the realm of the inexplicable and the enigmatic. The universe in its infinite grandeur holds countless mysteries that have captivated our imaginations for ages. Among these enigmas, one phenomenon stands out, cryptic and compelling, pulling us into its vortex of intrigue: alien abductions. These are not mere tales spun from the fabric of fantasy. They are accounts from ordinary people like you and me, who've experienced the extraordinary. They've gazed into the eyes of the unknown, experienced the unexplainable, and returned with stories that challenge our understanding of reality. From the silent depths of the cosmos, they've brought back tales of encounters with beings from worlds beyond our own. So fasten your seatbelts, open your minds, and let your curiosity guide you. Prepare to journey through time as we delve into 5 chilling tales of alien abductions. Our first tale whisks us back to the year 1976, a quiet evening on the Allagash waterways. Picture this: 4 men, Jack Weiner, Jim Weiner, Chuck Rack and Charlie Foltz, all out on a fishing trip, a tranquil setting away from the hustle and bustle of life. As they bask in the peacefulness of their surroundings, they spot a strange, bright light hovering above the tranquil water. Not your typical campfire tale, is it? This light was not a distant star or an errant firefly. No, it was something far more eerie, something that would change their lives forever. With a sudden, inexplicable time lapse, the men found themselves back at their campsite. The fire they had left ablaze now smouldered to cold ashes. A whole evening seemingly disappeared, as if plucked from their memories. Perhaps the most spine-tingling part of this tale is what happened next. Plagued by nightmares and a gnawing sense of something forgotten, the men turned to hypnosis to unlock the secrets buried in their subconscious. And what they discovered was a story that seems ripped straight from a science fiction novel. Under hypnosis, they recalled being taken aboard a spacecraft. They were not alone. Strange beings, not of this earth, conducted examinations on them. These were not friendly encounters. They were cold, clinical, and utterly alien. Each man recounted almost identical experiences, painting a chilling picture of their otherworldly ordeal. The 4 men stood by their story, their accounts unwavering even under the scrutiny of skeptics. Their experience on the Allagash waterways has since become one of the most famous cases of potential extraterrestrial contact, a tale that continues to intrigue and unsettle even the most hardened skeptics. As we delve deeper into these tales of abduction, remember, these are not stories of lone individuals. These are shared experiences, lending a certain weight to their claims. The Allagash waterway incident serves as a chilling reminder of the vast, unexplored cosmos that stretches out beyond our world. This chilling encounter leaves us questioning the boundaries of our known reality. Next, we journey to the year 1975, into the depths of an Arizona forest. As the chill of November swept through the trees, a group of loggers, led by Travis Walton, were wrapping up their day's work. But as they prepared to depart, their mundane reality was shattered. A strange glow caught their attention, and as they turned their gaze towards it, they beheld a sight that would forever change their lives. Hovering above them was an unidentified flying object, its eerie radiance casting long shadows across the forest floor. Before they could comprehend the enormity of what they were witnessing, a beam of light struck Walton. His co-workers watched in horror as he was lifted off the ground, his body suspended in mid-air before he disappeared into the craft. The men fled in panic, leaving their friend in the clutches of the unknown. After they reported the incident, a massive search was launched, but Walton was nowhere to be found. For 5 long days he was missing, his fate unknown. Then, as abruptly as he had vanished, Walton reappeared. He was disoriented, weak but alive. He shared his incredible story, recounting his experiences aboard the alien spacecraft. Walton described being examined by beings with bald heads and large eyes, their expressions unreadable. He spoke of high-tech equipment and strange alien environments that defied human comprehension. His tale was met with skepticism by some, fascination by others. Despite the controversy, Walton stood by his story, a tale that continues to captivate and confound those who hear it. His experience added a new layer to the ongoing discussion about extraterrestrial life, forcing us to question what we think we know about our place in the universe. Walton's harrowing encounter serves as a stark reminder of the mysteries that lie in the cosmos. As we gaze into the night sky, we must remember that we are but a small part of a vast expanse, and that out there beyond the stars there may be others watching, waiting, wondering, just as we do. We now travel back to 1961 on a lonely road in rural New Hampshire. The late summer air is thick with the ordinary, but for Betty and Barney Hill, the ordinary was about to become extraordinary. A couple who were just returning from a vacation in Canada, they were about to become central figures in one of the most documented cases of alien abduction. The Hills' journey took a turn for the bizarre when they noticed a peculiar light in the sky. This light, which they initially dismissed as a shooting star, seemed to move in a way that defied natural explanation. It grew bigger and brighter, and then their memories grew hazy. They found themselves miles down the road with no recollection of how they got there. 2 hours of their lives had seemingly vanished into thin air. In the weeks that followed, Betty began having vivid, disturbing dreams. These weren't ordinary nightmares. They were detailed, consistent narratives of being taken aboard an alien spacecraft and examined by extraterrestrial beings. The beings were described as not entirely human, with larger heads and eyes, but smaller noses and mouths. Intrigued and disturbed by these dreams, the Hills sought professional help. Under hypnosis, both Betty and Barney recounted similar experiences to those in Betty's dreams. They remembered being taken aboard a ship, subjected to physical examinations, and then released. The consistency of their stories, despite being hypnotized separately, lent a chilling credibility to their account. What makes the Hills' case particularly compelling is the level of detail in their recollections. They described the aliens' language, their clothing, even the star map shown to them. This map, Betty claimed, represented the aliens' home constellation. Decades later, a match was found, the double star system known as Zeta Reticuli. The Hills' riveting account continues to captivate and baffle us to this day. Their story, a blend of the inexplicable and the terrifyingly plausible, remains a cornerstone in discussions about extraterrestrial encounters. It's a tale that invites us to question our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Our penultimate tale brings us to the year 1973 on the banks of the Pascagoula River. Picture this: a quiet evening, the sun setting over the river, casting long shadows over the landscape. Charles Hickson and Calvin Parker, 2 ordinary men, were there, fishing, expecting nothing more than a peaceful end to their day. But as we all know, expectations can be deceiving. As they cast their lines into the river's inky depths, they were suddenly gripped by an inexplicable paralysis. They couldn't move, they couldn't scream, they were trapped in their own bodies. Their peaceful fishing trip had suddenly turned into a nightmare. Out of the silence, strange creatures emerged. Described as being robotic and insect-like, these beings loomed over Hickson and Parker, their intentions unknown. Imagine the fear, the uncertainty. Your body is frozen, your voice is silent, and you are at the mercy of these unknown entities. As if their predicament wasn't terrifying enough, Hickson and Parker reported being examined by these creatures. They were prodded and poked, inspected as if they were specimens under a microscope. The creatures seemed curious, almost scientific in their approach. As quickly as they appeared, they vanished, leaving Hickson and Parker alone on the riverbank, their bodies finally free from the paralyzing force. The men were understandably shaken, their minds filled with questions and fear. Who were these beings? What did they want? Why were they chosen? But as is often the case with such encounters, they were left without answers. In the aftermath, Hickson and Parker's story was met with both disbelief and fascination. Some dismissed it as a hoax, a product of overactive imaginations. Others, however, saw it as further proof of extraterrestrial life, a tantalizing glimpse into the unknown. The Pascagoula abduction, a tale that continues to echo through the annals of alien encounters. Our final story, A remarkable incident that occurred in broad daylight in 1994 in a schoolyard in Zimbabwe. A normal school day took a turn for the extraordinary when 62 schoolchildren during their break came face to face with something beyond our world. They reported seeing a UFO, a spectacle that was already enough to leave them awestruck. But the spectacle didn't end there. What followed was an encounter with beings not of this earth, beings that the children described as being akin to what we'd call aliens. But these weren't ordinary aliens. These beings reportedly communicated with the children, not through spoken words, no. These beings communicated telepathically, a mode of interaction that's as alien to us as the beings themselves. The children, each one of them, reported similar experiences, similar descriptions and similar messages from these beings. From the mouths of children, a tale that stands as one of the most compelling in the history of alien encounters. From quiet waterways to bustling schoolyards, these tales of encounters with the unknown challenge our understanding of the universe. They invite us into a world where the ordinary meets the extraordinary, where the familiar is juxtaposed with the inexplicable. We've journeyed through the Allagash wilderness, where 4 men were drawn into an otherworldly encounter, their experiences marked by chilling consistency. We've delved into the Travis Walton experience, a 5-day disappearance that continues to puzzle investigators. The story of Betty and Barney Hill took us on a cosmic voyage, their detailed account becoming the benchmark of alien abduction narratives. The Pascagoula abduction revealed the uncanny, a close encounter of the third kind that defies explanation. Lastly, we visited a schoolyard in Zimbabwe, where young witnesses painted a vivid picture of an unexpected visitation. As we gaze upon the infinite expanse of the cosmos, we are left to wonder, what else lies beyond our earthly realm? Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring.